Hi, good evening. My name is Bookie. Today we'll be talking about why it's very important for emotional intelligence. It's very important because when I was watching the video, the professor asked us in our own words how to describe how the video can be used in your personal life and in your professional life. For instance, the video of him sharing his personal life story about when he was 17 years old, it really touched me because I'm the type of person that never has their seatbelt on and the thing be beeping. And I understand it's, for safety, but I also see how people that actually do have seatbelts on, they can still lose their life. So it's very important. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. It is very important for my own situation of how I work at Main Event in Stafford, and we deal with a lot of guests. And employees don't understand when I be telling them stuff and when I be training them of why I say what I say. Like, hey everyone, today our wristbands are $19.99 with their bowling shoes that make it $24.85. I will have employees not even explain this to the guests. And I explain like, hey y'all, we cannot do any refunds or exchanges. I get emotionally disturbed since like I get to yelling like, why is it taking so long for y'all to understand what we're supposed to sell and why we're not supposed to sell it? And I be trying to figure out, is it because I'm being not mindful, or am I not listening to how other people feel, or is it them? So I just sit back and evaluate after me watching this video again. I have to watch it like 3 times just to make sure I'm not tripping. That is very important of us being mindful of others and being considerate of others' emotional feelings. Also, be considerate of being in their shoes. Now, remind you, this is a new employee, so I should be more generous and understanding of, hey, I understand you're new, but these are our rules, so nobody get in trouble. I felt like it was backdoor karma because I told the person, hey, if you don't follow the rules, this is what can happen. Now the employee is suspended for 2 weeks due to the fact that everything I was telling the employee was doing the opposite. So I feel like backdooring me, I felt like my manager felt like, oh, hey, you're the trainer. How come they did this? Why they didn't do this right? But it's like, you got to be mindful. I told them what to do. I gave them the notes. I gave them the merch. I gave them the tools. I gave them the skills to succeed. So if you didn't want to use the tools that succeed, then it's consequences. And that's where I understood when he said how he lost his vision. He lost his capability of understanding stuff faster, his memory, because of consequences of him not listening to what the rules was. So that's why I related that to. Video number 2, the 8 ways of acknowledgement of emotional intelligence really opened my eyes up because I feel like I'm the opposite of that. Because I am not very mindful of others. I think I'm very selfish sometimes, and I don't be open-minded to other people's opinions or suggestions when that could really save a lot of miscommunication and a lot of underhaps. And I feel like I really need to work on that, and it's very important that I need to work on that because you got to think about it. If someone is coming to me saying something and I'm not listening, I'm not being open-minded to hear what they have to say, I'm causing a whole gateway of another problems and trauma when I could just be open-minded to like, oh, I'm not always right. What you're saying, that's a good idea. Maybe we should use that advice instead of using what I have. So it's basically more of so of like making sure you're open-minded, making sure you're capable to listen, make sure you're able to have feedback, making sure you're willing to understand what emotional intelligence is and how you feel about emotional intelligence and being able to be emotionally, put yourself in their shoes and be manful at the same time because you don't know how you can make someone else feel of not understanding where they're coming from. And the whole time they can be right and you're so stuck in your ways of, oh no, I'm right. So I have to be real mindful of that too. And then also too, taking accountability for my actions. I need to work on that big time. I feel like I do not do that well at all. I don't do that well in professionalism. I don't do that well in my relationship. I don't do that well in socializing because I feel like what I say go. I don't care about other people's feelings or how other people see things or feel. And I feel like that's not okay with me. And I do need to work on that. That is not something I feel like that I do 100% correctly. I feel like I'm very bad at that. And I need to understand that other people's feelings matter besides mine. Be open-minded to understand what other people are going through. To hear people out what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I just need to fix on that. When I did the basic emotional intelligence score, and basically they were asking me things, I'm thinking that my score is going to be high. Because I'm like, yeah, I got this. Like, I'm so caring. I'm always this. I'm always willing to give people stuff on my back. No, I actually suck at emotional intelligence. My score was a 59. I was so surprised because I'm like, I'm the most sweetest person in the world. But I'm not, because I have a short attention span of patience. And instead of me listening to others and hearing people out and listening to how they feel and care about their feelings and their emotions and their reason why they're like X, Y, and Z, and for me to understand that, I suck at that. And I feel like as a person of me doing this, it kind of opened me up to hearing people out, seeing what's on their mind, be mindful of hearing them out and seeing maybe the options that they have and they're saying is understandable. So this chapter, intelligence, emotional intelligence, really taught me a lot about inner me and how I need to improve myself as a better person to be able to be more professional and understand that, hey, I got to be professional and I need to handle this professionally and act accordingly and be very respectful to others no matter what. And I really need to work on that. And that's the end of my presentation, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. And it's very important that you please give me feedback on how you feel about this chapter.